Okay guys, so today I'm going to take you through, I'm going to show you how I make my Chicago deep dish style pizza. I start with the dough, I make the dough, it rises, then I put the whole thing together. I'll show you that whole process right now. We're going to start with the dough here first. I use my old little bread machine here that I've had for a very long time. And basically all I use it for is when I make the dough for the pizza. So we're going to start out. I got some warm water with some yeast dissolved in it. I'm going to add that in there like that. Like so. Now for the rest of the ingredients, I'm really sorry. I've been working on that recipe for 20 years. It is my own personal recipe. I cannot give it out. It took me 20 years to get this thing correct. So it's a family secret right now. The only people that are gonna know it are my kids. Sorry, I can't show you what else goes into there, but I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna make the dough and then we'll go from there. Sorry guys. Okay, just so you see, I am making the dough. It is in there, it's being stirred up. I gotta keep adding, I got a little bit more flour here. I gotta keep adding a little bit more flour as it goes to get it to the right consistency and everything. And once that's done, it's got to rise for several hours. So that's the process I'm at now. But like I said, I am making the dough from scratch later. Okay guys, well there's the dough. It's got to rise for several hours. It's about 2 o'clock now. I'm gonna sit it, let it rise for about 4 hours or so, 4 or 5 hours. Probably have to come and punch it down a couple times. I always like doing that. My kids like when that happened too, so that's always pretty cool. But gotta let that rise now, and I'll continue this process when that dough is ready. Okay guys, so the dough has rised. It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna punch it down for the first time. Here we go. Let's see, wait. Poof. Poof, 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 poof. Yeah, it's a little bit sticky, but that's how you do it. I'm going to do that one more time in about another hour or two, and then I'm just going to throw that away. I'm going to do the, okay, I'm holding this backwards. I'm going to actually make the pizza tomorrow, so I'll show you that when it happens. Later guys. Okay guys, here's the second punch down of the dough. I'm gonna put that away right now, and then I'm gonna make the pizza tomorrow. I'll see you then. Okay guys, so here we go. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to make the pizza. I need to put this burger in the microwave. This is the pan I use. It's like a 16-inch pan with a 1-inch lid. So that's going to go off to the top. Got the dough here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread flour on top of the counter. I'm running low on flour, so I'm going to use cornmeal also. Now, I don't need all this dough. I always make more than what I need. So I'm going to take probably 3/4 of it. Massage it in a little bit. I'm going to set it on the counter. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this rolling pin. I'm going to start to roll it out. What I want to do is I want to get it bigger than the pan. A couple inches bigger than the pan. And I want the dough to be approximately 1/4 inch thick. Because otherwise it's not going to hold the ingredients in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out. Until it's big enough to fit the pan. Be about somewhere between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 inch thick. Because with everything that goes into this pizza, the crust needs to be pretty thick. Now, I do have a bunch of extra dough. I always make more than what I need. And that usually gives me pretty much approximately another 16-inch thin crust pizza. So this is rolling out real good right now. That should pretty much be about the right size. So now this pan, what I'm going to do with this pan is I've got some melted butter here. Actually, that's not right. What I'm going to do with this pan is on the inside here, I'm going to just drop about a 1/4 size thing of virgin olive oil. And now I'm going to rub this around the pan. Up the sides and everything. Get that nice and coated. Then I'm going to take some cornmeal. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit over the top of this dough that I spread out. And both of those things are going to help it from sticking to the pan after it's cooked. So now, set the pan down. I got a good 1-inch area all the way around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this and I'm going to flip it over into the pan. This is breaking up. Shouldn't be doing that. It's no big deal because we can always stretch it a little bit. Now what you want to do is you want to tuck it into the pan. You want to make sure that it goes well up over the sides. Tuck it in tight to the edge of the pan. Kind of like so. Okay? Now we got a good base in here. We got a nice 1/4 inch thick dough. Put it in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this melted butter. I'm just going to pour a little bit in here and I'm going to spread it out. What you want to do is you want to spread it out all over the inside of the dough. You want to get the sides, you want to get everything up. That's what's going to help the cheese melt in there good. Okay guys, I'm editing this video. I have no idea what happened to the video. The original one plays fine all the way through to the end, putting the ingredients on and everything. This one froze right where I put the butter on the thing. The original file is fine. I don't know what happened. But anyway, it's in the time-lapse portion of it. You can see me putting the cheese and the pepperoni and the sausage and the sauce on it. But I'll have to make another video next time I make this and go through this whole process again. But at least you got an idea of what's going on later. Okay guys, coming out of the oven. There we go. Gonna let that sit for a little bit, probably like 5 minutes or so. Let it settle down and then I'm gonna serve it later. Okay guys, pizza's out of the oven. I'm gonna cut it. Pull this out and see what happens. Here we go. Break it loose. There we go. First piece. Doesn't that look good? Sausage pepperoni deep dish Chicago style pizza. It's what it's all about. Later guys.